So module 3, content standards, how to shoot like someone worth inviting. Okay. So if your content is bad, nobody is going to want to work with you. Okay. It's just, that's the way it is. You've got to get your content on point. If you are not good at content, then you can learn it. Okay. You have to learn it in a professional way. And you've got all of YouTube, you've got AI to help you out, do all these different things. So there's a lot of different stuff in this module. I'm not going to go through everything individually because I'll let you read through that and do your own work on it. But I am going to skim across the top and explain why you need to be doing this in certain areas. Otherwise, you know, if your content's crap, then nobody's really going to want to work with you and you're not going to get to your end goal as well. So most people want free stuff, but don't want to put in the effort into getting good at content. Like, think about yourself as a professional photographer. And once you start learning that, it's going to be very easy to just implement that into actually doing your content, like angles and things like this. I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine many years ago was fuming because I took a couple of photos in a place that we were waiting to go for a long time, but I didn't take the right angles, the lighting wasn't right, and the headache I got afterwards. And it kind of really stuck in my brain after that. Like, so all the other brands that I'm working with and everyone else, so I really went to town and figured out what are the right angles and what looks good on social media. And once I started doing that, just any random photo that I took was much, much better. It's not about, okay, just grab your phone and take a photo. So really think into this as well. And it's very easy. All you need to do is kind of watch other influencers, and I'm going to go into this now. So copy, don't guess. I can't drill this in enough. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Just find 1 to 3 influencers who are already doing exactly what you want to do. They do restaurant reviews, they do spa, whatever they want to do, find them and replicate how they do their work. Look at their best posts. What's the post that did the best for that person? And then you do pretty much exactly the same, just wherever you are, okay? I recommend this to everyone. There's no ifs, there's no buts. Find the person who exactly you want to be, and then you use what they've already done because they've already got a proven method. And as I was saying, study their angles, how they film food as well. Food is a very difficult one. You know, as I mentioned, I've had restaurants and stuff in the past, and the amount of people who just come in and take pictures of food, they don't know the angles. So every single type of industry and products that you're going to be taking pictures of do have slightly different angles. Okay, there's things online, you know, like different influencers take different angles for different brands and different industries. Okay, so make sure you learn that it's not one system fits for all. Okay, you need to know this to make sure that you're actually producing the best quality content. Check their edits as well. You know, most people are using CapCut nowadays and all this. It's so easy to use CapCut with AI. You know, look at their hooks is a big one as well. You know, I followed a guy recently who was doing a challenge to get to 100,000 followers in 30 days, and he managed to do it in 18 days. And the reason he did it is just because he looked for the posts online on Instagram, not just Instagram, but also TikTok. What were the hooks that got the best engagement or the best engagement in the world? And he literally just did that and then built the reels and everything after. And just by doing the best hooks in the world right now, he got to 100K in 18 days. And I completely believe this strategy. You know, I like to go through and see if people are full of complete BS online. A lot of people are, unfortunately. But yeah, this works. So make sure you use their hooks that work. Also look at other people and use their hooks. If you don't have a good hook, don't expect people to watch the whole reel. The way they show up on camera as well. You know, everyone's got their own little style. You know, is it from the side? Is it from the front on? Is it like POV? Like, how do they do it, you know? So figure that out, and then you're going to know how to do it for yourself. Copy their structure, copy their style, put your personality on it. Now, some people are going to be thinking right now, well, I don't want to copy anyone. I want to be myself. Trust me, if you do that, you're never really going to get anywhere fast. Yeah, you might be able to figure it out, but you know, there's so many people on social media. They know what's working. They are following the trends. Unless you are absolutely huge and incredible at doing this, you're not going to really change the trends of social media. So you have to copy what works now. What works now might not work in 6 months. And then what you thought was going to work 6 months might actually start working 6 months ago, might actually start working now. But you have to copy what's working right now. This is what's all about trends. When a trend comes out, people copy that trend. There's a reason behind it. And the people who don't copy and say, well, I'm going to go this way, very, very rarely succeed. I know this sounds quite harsh, but it's true. I see it all the time. So yeah, copy that style. Put your personality behind it on top. I'm not just saying copy it 100%. Use it as a template and then bring in who you are into that content. Love this saying. Say it all the time. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. Like, if it's already working, use their success. I've touched on this quite a lot. Treat this like a real job as well if you want to become professional about it. You know, you've got to think about lighting. You've got to think about multiple shots. Research on the brand is a big one as well. Don't just turn up, you know, and try to do a brand deal with actually not knowing anything about the brand. You know, you're going to look pretty silly. You know, learn how to edit as well. Before, this used to be much more difficult. Now it's very, very easy. Yeah, you wouldn't be lazy. So if you're going to be a photographer, you know, and that's your professional job, you have to do all these things. Otherwise, you're going to get sacked or you're going to have no money. Exactly the same with social media when you're doing it. So make sure you do all of this. If you don't know about the lighting, you don't know about how to do multiple shots, guess what? Ask ChatGPT, and that will help you. Do my course if you haven't done it already on how to grow on social media with AI. And I talk about all of this and what you can do if you don't know what you're doing. Approach every collab the same way. So research the venue before you go. This is a massive, like, the difference between one of your posts going viral and not viral might be the positioning of where you are in that venue, the table, you know, the floor that you're on or anything. So make sure you research the venue before you even go. Save examples of what's already worked for that company already. If it's already worked, guess what? It's probably going to work again. Plan at least 5 to 10 shots in advance. Turn up prepared for the gig that you're going to do. Get into your head that you've been paid $10,000 or euros to do this job. And if you don't succeed, you're going to have to give that money back. If you get that into your head, you're going to turn up and be very, very prepared. Even if it's day one, start as you want to continue, okay? Plan at least one real idea in advance. You can do this all with AI. Don't worry. It's very, very simple. Basic shooting rules, okay? Use natural lighting wherever possible. Wipe your camera lens. This is one that I see a lot of people not doing. It's such a simple one, but always wipe your camera lens. I've seen people do big, big shoots, and when they've got back to the studio, they've realized that they didn't even wipe their camera lens. You know, don't be one of them people, okay? Shoot in portrait for reels and stories. You need to know, you know, don't be doing it in horizontal. Got to be in portrait. You know, have a look at all these things before you go. Take more shots than you need. You can always have a great archive of all these. You never know, if you don't have anything to post this week, then, you know, you can pull shots that you took a year ago. It really doesn't matter. Get a mix. Wide shots, close-ups, detailed shots, people enjoying the place. Go to town. Don't just take 1 or 2 photos or 1 or 2 videos and think that's it. You know, really go to town and take as much. So when you get back, you have a big archive to choose from to then post. And also, once you send all this content to the brand as well, they're going to be over the moon. So they'll keep using it. And guess what? Your face will be on their brand, which is exactly what you want. I'm not going to go through all these. You can go through all these by yourself, bit by bit, because you've already got the course, okay? But it's broken down into, you know, for restaurants, gyms, what you can do. You can easily apply these to other areas as well. I've just put a couple of things down for you to understand. But again, if you don't know what you're doing, just speak with ChatGPT and it'll tell you what to do for each individual gig, okay? Make everything shareable. This is the big one. You know, from the mini course, from the Instagram growth system, all the content you want to be posting needs to be shareable, because when people share it, that's how, or one of the ways you get more followers, more engagement, and more brand deals as well. So would somebody share this on their story? Okay. So whenever you're doing it, make sure you've got that in the back of your mind. You want people to be sharing this, because this is going to be a great metric. If you can go back to the brand and say, hey, look, this got 100 shares. Like, this is how good it was. That's one of the highest, if not the highest metric that Instagram uses to push your post viral. Okay. But it's also showing the brand that what you posted was really, really good, and therefore people wanted to share it. If not, make it more authentic, make it more fun, more wow. I love this, the wow factor, you know, more emotional, but focus on getting that post shared. And once you find a post that did get shared many times, guess what? Home in and do the same type of content again, because it's already proven that people liked it and they shared. The more shareable your content, the more followers you get, the more engagement, the more value you bring to the business. I've already explained this, but you can clearly see I already thought about this before I even got to it. That's how important it is to share them. So action steps, okay? Choose 2 to 3 influencers to model. Save 10 of their best posts, okay? Next time you go anywhere halfway decent, even if you pay, practice doing this, you know? Practice getting the information, getting the content, getting everything else. Start preparing. Save them in a folder as your influencer practice bank. Add all of this into your AI brain as well. Therefore, you're going to have most of it done. So when you need to do a proposal, etc., for another company, it's going to be much easier. Okay, there we go with that module. I'm going to move on to the next one. Please go back over and read the stuff that I kind of missed. As I mentioned before, I'm going to give you my value. But, you know, watch the video, go over and go through the PDF yourself so you can learn each individual step. Fantastic. See you in module 4.